Oh my God. Hi. Hey, my notebook just fell apart. Now it's more like a folder. That's strange.
Bursting at the seams with jokes.
There's so many great jokes. Yeah. Okay.
The fruits of your mind.
This is the news section of the show, as our faithful viewers know. Well, actually, our faithful viewers right now are going, what's going on? Why did you start at 7:45? But they've probably gotten over that by now.
I heard him lurching around.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. Yeah, and so when you're done cursing the name of Jamie Kennedy, you
as I do every day.
That's right. You will know that this is the news section. The news section of the show is where we read. Dave and I have written 12 jokes about the news. I don't know what Dave has written. Dave does not know what I have written. However, if we write the same a joke about the same news story, we're gonna have a joke off, joking each other off. Ow! Each other off. A true descent into madness. That sound. That is the joke off sound. Pray we won't hear it again. If we have a joke off, Jesse, you are judge, jury, and executioner. You pick your favorite, and we keep score. Currently, Dave and I are tied. We've been doing this shit for almost over 2 years. No, almost 2 years. I don't even know how long. A year and a half.
I'm streaking. I got a nice three joke run.
Right. If Dave loses, he's taking his clothes off. Dave.
Woo. Not till I get my fucking Greek god body. I'm halfway there. All right. If we didn't win over certain people before this one. Expelled California high school students awarded $1 million in lawsuit after accusation they used blackface. Expert knew they were going to receive a huge payday when the students showed up to court wearing some of the biggest prosthetic noses they'd ever seen.
Donald Trump bragged that his New Jersey rally had a bigger audience than Bruce Springsteen's concerts. And they are similar, but when Trump supporters call for darkness at the edge of town, they mean segregation.
Hell yeah.
I assume that's a Bruce Springsteen song title.
Yes.
Never liked him.
All right. He's overrated.
I hate it. He's yeah rock. Remember what I talked about? If you have to fucking go yeah after every lyric, you can't sing. Yeah. You have that whole line to get the emotion in. If it has to overflow,
you put it at the very
you are
end.
fucking faking it. Boeing cargo plane lands with no front wheels at Istanbul airport. Boeing said this was quite the accomplishment, that they've now collected enough fallen off plane parts to build a whole new plane.
Good. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says doctors found a dead worm in his brain, which is a relief since Kennedys are used to finding a dead woman in their car.
I guess this could be kind of a joke off. It's more of like a reporting after the reporting.
Well, okay.
I'll just jump to it. We'll decide if it's a joke off.
Okay.
RFK Jr. is not alone. More than 1 billion people have parasitic worms. Unfortunately for the rest of us, only about 6 or 7 of them are running for president.
It seems.
Those are different.
They're different jokes, right? Yeah, I think they're different jokes.
It literally sounds like you're tagging his.
Agreed. It's
like that's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
1 point for me.
No, definitely not. All right. During rally speech, Trump praises fictional serial killer Hannibal Lecter. Shocking critics. I mean, to think a deranged elitist criminal who white police are captivated by is a fan of Anthony Hopkins. You all knew where I was.
Yeah,
but fine.
Those are still fun jokes.
Right. I agreed. I was like, this is such a lead, but like, come on.
I didn't even finish the punch. If I did, it was like, you get the idea. Yeah. All right. Kentucky woman goes on shooting rampage, kills husband, sister before dying in shootout with brother. Luckily, the body count isn't high as it seems, since it happened in Kentucky, because it turns out her husband, brother, and sister were all the same person.
Pretty stupid. Man who purposely spread HIV through sex with men sentenced to 30 years, where he will continue to do what he loves.
Oh, love it.
Thank you.
True story. Neuralink's first human brain implant malfunction, company says. It shorted out because the guy assumed it had to be recharged by sticking his dick in an electrical outlet. Fun visual sometimes, right?
Yeah. This is my favorite story of the week. Chinese zoo under fire after dyeing dogs to resemble panda bears. Yeah. Zoo officials claim they didn't know it was wrong to quietly substitute dogs for other animals and announced that the cafeteria would be closed for the near future.
Yep.
I was gonna say, when
Yep.
you said dying dogs in China, I was not thinking of recoloring them.
You're right. Yeah.
All right. Ex-NBA champ Glenn Big Baby Davis sentenced to 40 months in prison. Normally they just say 3 years, 4 months, but for some reason everyone thinks it's cute to count in months when babies are involved.
That's a great.
That's a great one. I
That's
like
a
it.
good one.
All right. Wasn't sure about it. Glad it made the cut.
Okay, this one I have a question for you, but after I read it, I'll ask you. The man behind the infamous dress that broke the internet pleaded guilty today to strangling his wife, though the evidence wasn't clear if he choked her until she was blue or more of a golden white.
All right. I have the same.
I was going to say,
Pretty much
did you?
fucking-
I was like, do you have this joke?
Man tied to 2015 viral blue dress, gold dress debate admits he tried to strangle his wife. He had assumed that he had gotten the job done too because, quote, her face looked pretty blue to me.
I gotta call that even.
It
Yeah, it's the same
We-
fucking punchline.
we have
You can't write anything different.
Yeah.
There's one thing we know this person.
We have that established where if we write the same joke,
Yeah.
it is a even.
All
even
right.
split
So
wash.
you had already known that I had written that joke.
I was
with-
gonna be like, did you call yourself off on this one, or is this a joke off? But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
did.
duh,
I
you
just
just
did
read
mine.
yours.
Yeah,
You're
that's
I'm sorry.
Dunzo.
You're right. I'm off. My bad. Okay. The United Nations blames fog of war for major overcounting of children's deaths in Gaza. A UN spokesman went on to add, fog, like you could make with a space laser that controls the weather. They're anti-Semitic.
I get it. All right. According to a CBC report, the WNBA plans expansion team in Toronto. Yeah, they figured this was a logical choice based on how many of the players had been asked the question, "What's your cup size, eh?"
I like it. I like it.
Such a specific angle.
Yeah.
I like it. It's growing on me the more I
Yeah, I agree. It's
It was so not making the cut. Then I was just randomly taking a shit and laughing later.
All right. Vladimir Putin says Russia is going through a difficult period as only one tank is displayed in Russia's Victory Day Memorial Parade. To make matters worse, it took hours for that single tank to roll over each one of the protesters.
All right. Spirit Airlines CEO says industry is like a rigged game, and U.S. consumers are long-term losers, which is why he says he's on the right side of history, because anyone who's ever flown on Spirit Airlines has never been under the impression that they've mattered.
Yeah. Can confirm. Tokyo police arrest Yakuza leader for stealing 25 Pokemon cards. The chief of police said it's a lot easier to catch them all when they keep cutting off their pinky fingers.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right. Vice President drops F-bomb in speech to young Asian Americans at Leadership Summit. And due to some political and recency bias, some are saying that this is the worst bomb one of our politicians has ever dropped on Asians.
All right, to our discussion earlier. Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker attacks Gay Pride Month and tells women to get back into the kitchen. His coach Andy Reid praised Butker, saying, "Hey, a lot of guys compete for the Lombardi Trophy. Not every guy competes to have a song about him on the next Taylor Swift album."
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, we have two more left.
Yep.
Stormy Daniels' attorney says Daniels wore a bulletproof vest to and from court, which seems pretty pointless, as anyone who's seen her movies will tell you most people aim for her face.
That's good.
That was good.
I didn't see it coming. I wasn't
yeah.
thinking.
No, well,
Neil, I heard
neither-
Neil preemptively laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That was a Today story. Good job.
What can I say?
that one dropped today.
It's pretty easy for me. I'm familiar with her
The
work.
comment right in your wheelhouse. The facial jokes. Yeah.
Greenhouse.
Swirl it around.
The Pope tells Italians they need to have babies amid record low fertility rates. And he spoke to them in their own language, saying, Look at you. You're not eating enough of pussy. Let me make you a plate. Mange.
Oh man, you hung in, Terrence. You got him. You got him. All right. Last one for me. A man who crashed U-Haul into White House barrier pleads guilty. Yeah, he was informed that if he wanted to move things into the White House, he either needed to get the proper clearance or through a balloon he shoved up his ass.
And my last one, Jerry Seinfeld commencement speech spurs walkout at Duke University. But to be fair, Jerry was in the middle of his "what is the deal with rapists playing lacrosse" bit. If I get raped by a Duke, I better get a castle. It's really just for the tag. Thank you. That's fine.
Oh,